Hey, hello everybody. My name is Ayodele-Bamisaiye of Dexteritas Professional Corporation, and this is Finance Friday, where I get to talk about all things personal finance and enterprise. And I am excited to come to you once again this morning from our offices of Dexteritas Professional Corporation here in Calgary. And yeah, I'm continuing the conversation on enterprise, which I started at the beginning of this month. Um, Being able to do this has not just been how would I put it? It's been a fulfilling experience for me, and I enjoyed quite a bit. But part of what gives me the most joy is just hearing the feedback from people about decisions that they've made and actions they've taken. And it seems like some people are starting to get results, which is a great thing. Before we get into the meat of today's matter, I'd just like to bring a few things to our attention. Number one, my friends at the Financial Empowerment Initiative Network are still filing taxes for modest income earners. In fact, today we have a number of appointments that are going to happen later in the day. Having filed more than 1,000 personal tax returns annually for the last 2 to 3 years, we are glad that we get that opportunity to contribute to community. So, if you are modest income and for whatever reason you have historical personal tax returns that have not been filed and you really don't have a plan, you don't know how you're going to go about that, you can send an email to operations@thefei.ca or taxes@thefei.ca. And somebody is going to reply to you with a time and an opportunity for you to have those tax returns filed. And really, it doesn't matter if it's 1 year or 10 years or maybe even 12 or 15. We are going to be able to get that over the line for you. As long as you can identify yourself, name, date of birth, SIN number, address, we'll be able to get something done on your behalf. That's that. For the Financial Empowerment Initiative Network. I know that is a mouthful, but just think Financial Empowerment Initiative. Now, yesterday was a beautiful day. Instead of Founders Lounge, the Founders Lounge community met at a collaborative networking event hosted by Wovio at their offices alongside the sorry, technical difficulty. I hope we're still live. I am not sure if we're still live, but hey, I think we're still live. Okay, we are still live. We are still live. So, yesterday was Founders Lounge, and we met alongside the Calgary Black Chamber community at the Wobio offices. This event was sponsored by the Royal Bank of Canada. It was a beautiful room, and I am very excited at what the future holds and what I saw in that room last night. Seeing so many professionals and entrepreneurs gathered together, exchanging notes, sharing ideas, having conversation, sharing a snack and a drink, and that gave me such a warm feeling about what the future holds for us in the city of Calgary as a community, and what is possible in Canada as a whole. So I'm just going to share pictures that my friend Francois took last night. I'm going to do that after this live stream. And for me, it just meant a lot. It meant a lot to be able to see the community come together, and I am looking forward to the ideas that will come to life as a result of that gathering yesterday. I believe that there are some interesting things gonna happen, right? Now, in addition to that, Startup Court we're gonna be launching our inaugural AI-enabled growth program. This program is targeted at individuals who are building businesses. They already have a product and they are looking to use AI to drive growth. Our interest is in organizations that already have a product or an idea and they're looking to drive growth using AI. Watch out for that. We'll be putting more information about that program on our socials. It's going to run for from July all the way till February next year. But the time commitment, as far as time we'll spend interacting, is going to be maybe like 3 to 5 hours a month. But you'd have lots of hands-on work, lots of practice, lots of exercises, and there will be a showcase somewhere early next year where you're going to be able to show us what you've been able to create with all the knowledge and tools that you have amassed. So that's that as far as Startup Court and the Financial Initiative Network is concerned. What do I have for you this morning? You remember we started talking about raising your economic ceiling, right? And last week we talked about a side hustle or a business. How does this go down? And I hope you spend some time thinking about the skills, assets, resources, accesses that are available to you and what opportunities you have to monetize them. We're going to dive into that conversation a bit more today. And really, starting a business. Should I start from scratch? Should I buy something that exists? Or should I partner with somebody who is already doing something? Those are three very valid questions in the enterprise decision, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So, most people, when they think about business, think, I need a business idea. And that's because everybody thinks they need to start from ground zero. Well, you don't have to, because starting from ground zero is hard. For some people, that is the way to go, because they get all the templates and ideologies and history will get in the way of their implementation. But that's really not for everybody. Now, if you are building from scratch, there are benefits. One of the benefits is that you have complete control. Another thing is that you can just get started the way you are. So your upfront capital commitment may not be significant. Definitely, you have the freedom, the creative freedom to set it up however you like in terms of corporate structure or otherwise, in terms of tools, platforms, all that stuff is yours to deal with. And you definitely can start small. Now, these are the challenges. Number one, I can tell you for free that it is the slowest way to get started because everything relies on you taking action. If you don't do anything, nothing gets done. If you don't take any action, there is no progress. Another thing that makes it difficult is that even though you have a business idea, you must run all of the wraparound for your business. That means find customers. That means invoice them, get them to pay, reconcile your books, hire the people that you need if you need them, find the resources, i.e., you need a location, you need machines, you need equipment. All that suddenly becomes yours and yours alone to deal with. Then you must build the systems that support giving this life idea. And of course, because you are all by yourself doing all these things, the likelihood that a critical ball will fall to the ground unmanaged and break all of this up is really, really high. So I dare say that when you start a business from ground zero all by yourself, that is what it means to play a game in hard mode. However, for some people, that is the only way to go. It is not necessarily the only way for everybody. There's nothing wrong with it. I just want you to have clarity on what it entails. Now, when it comes to buying a business, now buying a business is an interesting, intriguing situation to be in, because you need to find out what that business has, what you have to offer that will make that business worthwhile to you. What kind of business is it? Does it have customers? Does it have existing cash flow? Does it have existing assets? Are you looking to leverage those assets? Are you looking to grow the cash flow? Are you looking to manage the existing customer base or grow that customer base? Those are all critical questions that you need to be ready to answer. So when you are buying a business, right, you are not just buying income. You are allowing yourself, right, to take the highway to your economic ceiling raise by doing it through acquisition. But you know what? When things are going fast, if they break fast. If they get damaged, they get damaged fast. And you got to think about that. Now, what's always the challenge? You always need capital. You need to carry out the due diligence. You need professional advice. So most likely you need to be talking to somebody like me to say, hey, can you help me look at the books? What are the risks here? What are the challenges? Obvious problems, that kind of a conversation. I am happy to have them if you want to have them. You know where to reach me. Now, with all this said, is buying a business the best way to go? It depends. That's always the answer. So, you always need to consider this as an option if you are looking to raise your economic ceiling. Now, the most interesting one, which is also the one that people consider least, is partnering, i.e., find somebody who is doing something that you like and are interested in, and then asking them, hey, can I join up with you, work with you to build this? There are lots of founders out there who are looking for co-founders, looking for CEOs, CTOs, CMOs. They are happy to give up some equity because they like the idea they have. However, they know that it is too much work for them to do all by themselves. And they are happy to bring on board other people to support them, work with them to bring this enterprise to life. Now, how do you put yourself in this situation? Number one, the skills you have. Number two, the relationships that you have, probably specific industry knowledge. It may be time that you have, and it may just be the fact that you have capital to put into the business, and that will give you access to pick up a role and participate as a partner, whether an active partner or a silent partner. I can tell you for free that this is not something a lot of professionals look into. Most professionals want to just start something on their own and run with it. However, this is an option that allows you to get into something that is already going and then contribute your own effort, energy, capital to take it up several notches and grow income and thus economic capacity for yourself. So, I've asked this question last week and I'm going to ask it again. If your income doubled in 24 months, which path do you think would make the most difference for you? Is it starting from scratch? Is it buying an existing business? Or is it partnering up with somebody who runs an existing business? Your goal is not more income. Hello, let's get that right. Your goal is not more income. Your goal is more economic capacity, more options, more resilience in the face of life's challenges, and definitely more freedom. So, now that I've laid that out for you, I want you to be aware that sometimes the best way to go is to build. Sometimes it's to buy, and sometimes it's to partner up. But you need to know what is best for you. There is no guarantee that any of these endeavors will succeed. But one thing I can tell you for free is that if you do not do anything, the status quo of your economic ceiling remains the same. And that's what you don't want to happen. So, which of these options are you going to explore, and when are you going to take action about this? My name is Ayodele-Bamisaiye. This is Finance Friday, and I always get the kick out of coming out here to talk about personal finance and enterprise. And this is another Friday morning. I wish you an amazing weekend ahead and have a beautiful